Going to start this broadcast with that famous day on April 21st, 1992. However, during the innings break, I realized that it was recap. Therefore, I want to say that if West Indies can win this match against South Africa and then beat Bangladesh and go on to beat Pakistan, we will be third on the test table. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live watch along of the South Africa West Indies match being played between South Africa and the West Indies at Providence in Guyana. Now, I know that you are seeing cricket in the background, but that is just the background. What we are here today for is a live watch along of the West Indies match between South Africa and the West Indies. The match you're seeing in the background is an under 15 match in Jamaica between Manchester and Clarendon, but we are here live with a watch along. So South Africa won the toss and decided to bat first. And at lunch, they are 64 for 4, with Shamar Joseph getting 2 wickets, 1 for Older and 1 for Jayden Seals. So the batsman out for South Africa, Markham, he was bowled by Joseph for 14. Tony Dazari was the first to go. He was bowled by Jayden Seals for 1. Then Tristan Tubbs, Temba Bavuma went leg before for ducks to Shamar Joseph, and then Tristan Stubbs. He was caught by Hodge off the bowling of Older for 26. So South Africa won the toss and decided to bat first. And at lunch, they are 64 for 4. The West Indies playing 11, one change to the team that played in the first test, in that Kemar Roach was replaced in the team by Shamar Joseph, and the Guyanese are very happy about this. The West Indies is very happy about this. So I'm very happy to be here. Welcome. I appreciate all your company. It's good that we are here today and enjoying some under 15 match while I bring you the watch along live. So I am here. That's the cricket in the background there. So I am here with this broadcast, and I really appreciate your company. It's a very wonderful day as we get ready to start the afternoon session in the second test match between West Indies and South Africa. So reminding you again of the scores in the match: South Africa 64 for 4 after 26 overs in the morning session. Jason Older and Jayden Seals opened the bowling for the West Indies. Jason Older bowled 8 overs, and it's good to see Jason Older bowling 8 overs in one session. 8 overs, 2 maiden, 1 for 21. Jayden Seals 6 overs, 2 maiden, 1 for 13. Shamar Joseph 7 overs, 2 maiden, 2 for 19. Jomel Warrican 5 overs, 1 maiden, none for 8. And to see Jason Older actually out bowling the rest of the bowlers it was very interesting, in that he bowled more overs in this match, more than any other West Indies bowlers. So I appreciate you being here. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. I'm out of the studio today. As you see, I'm at Mayday High School watching this cricket match between Manchester Parish and Clarendon Parish. It's the under 15 Jamaica Cricket Association Kingston's Wharf under 15 tournament. This is a tournament that has been going on for 33 years. 33 years this tournament has been going on for. So every year you have this under 15. There'll be a lot of talk in the background because I'm really beside very close to one of the team, and so the coaches will be talking a lot. So the cricket is going on out there as we watch the West Indies team taking the field at this time. So I'm going to come to your comments shortly. It should be a very interesting day. So I'm just switching to the other camera, which give you a bit of, will show you the feed more than just it having in the background there. So I'm going to come to your comments. So should be some very interesting comment as We're about to get underway after lunch, and it's Joseph that is going to come into the attack. So Envoy is here. Welcome, Envoy. Glad that you are here, man. Glad that you are here. Very glad that you are here. Very happy to see Motie performing. Hope he can replicate his last test match. And immediately Envoy started with the banter, you know. And when he's saying that hope he can replicate the last test match, he means then that Motie didn't get any wickets. Let's watch Shamar Joseph. 3 slips and a gully, bowls to Bedingham, and he plays it down the onside to Midon, and there is no run. So the score remains 64 for 4. So SO is very happy that Motie and Joseph are in. And Andre Holmes is saying that sometimes you need pressure at one end to get wickets. Motie can provide the pressure. I don't understand that comment, but I don't know. So we're here. So Stephen Roach, welcome to the show, man. Welcome. The problem is, as Shamar Joseph ball outside the off stump to Bedingham, and he cuts that one, it goes through to the keeper who collects, and there is no run. So the score remains at 64 for 4. We are in over number 27. And especially those persons who are tuning in, who are not actually watching the match but are depending on the commentary, we really appreciate you coming, joining us. As you heard our live commentary, plus you are able to watch an under-15 cricket match between Manchester and Clarendon. It's the under-15 Parish Cricket Jamaica All-Island Cricket Association. Joseph, 2 slips, 4 slips over the wicket, ball to Bedingham, pitched up, he drives, cannot beat mid-off, and there is no run. Oh, misfield at mid-off. It will go very close to the boundary. They gone for 1. They come back for 2. Picks it up now. That's Carty again. With this same thing from Carty. This same lazy fielding from Carty. We saw it in the first test match, and once again we saw it again now coming out in this second test match. The ball drives straight to him, right through him. That is not good from Keacy Carty, and Keacy Carty fans cannot be happy about that. I am not happy about that as a supporter of West Indies cricket. That's not the standard. He needs to do better. He needs to get it right. We cannot accept that level of fielding from. Let's watch Shamar Joseph over the wicket, balls to Bedingham. Not Vernon. He allows it to go through outside the off stump, and there is no run. So the score remains at 67 for 4. So probably the camera just gone out there, and 67 for 4 is the score at this time. So Bedingham is on 19, Vernon is on 5, as we watch Shamar Joseph now turns from the commentary box, and he begins to move in up to the wicket, and bowl. That one comes back in sharply to Vernon. He was shaping to cut, and it jogged back sharply to him, and there's no run. So the score now is 67 for 4 with 1 to come in over number 27. So Stephen Roach is saying the problem is we seem to be relying on one bowler all the time when we should have 4 bowlers that are threatening the opposition batters. No test side can only rely on one bowler all the time. That is so true, Stephen Roach. No test team can rely, but I'm not quite sure though that that's the case in the West Indies. Shamar Joseph over the wicket, ball to Vernon, and he flashes outside the off stump. It goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. So at the end of the over, West Indies have South Africa there, and 67 for 4. South Africa winning the toss and deciding to bat first. And at this stage, they are 67 for 4 after 1 over after lunch on this first day of the second test match. West Indies bat on that famous day in April 1991, when West Indies won that match. It was a monstrous day, and we hope that the West Indies can reproduce that performance now in Guyana. So Seals to pick up the ball in attack. He will be coming in from the commentary box end. Yes, so Seals. No, Seals will be bowling from the pavilion end. Shamar Joseph was bowling from the commentary box end. Nice clear sky in Guyana. The pictures look good. Seals on his way. Ball to Bedingham and he drives through the offside. It's going to run very close to the cover boundary. He gets there just about now, 4 to Bedingham. That was a lovely shot. He played it on the top of the bunks and it goes into the cover boundary for 4. South Africa move up to 71 for 4 in the second over of the second session, reminding you that South Africa won the toss and decided to take first strike, and West Indies were able to pick up 4 wickets in that time. So West Indies 4 wickets in that time. Markham went bowled by Joseph for 14. Desarzi went bowled by Seals for 1. Tristan Stubbs caught Hodge after bowling of Older. And Temba Vavuma, the captain, went leg before to Shamar Joseph for none, as Seals comes in now, bowled to Bedingham, and Bedingham is forward and guide this away down towards third man. The field at backward point. Come across, stopped it, but cannot prevent the single. And Bedingham will move up now to 24. Veronique will come into strike. South Africa 72 for 2. We are in 72 for 4. They wish they were 72 for 2. Envoy, you wish that you were 72 for 2. I can assure you that. As we comes in now. As what Ainsworth is saying, what am I listening to, day or day 2 of the second test? I don't know. You said day or day 2. This is day 1 of the second session. So it's day 1 of the second session. South Africa won the toss, decided to bat, and after 27.3 overs, they are 72 for 4. Joseph getting 2 wickets, Older getting 1, and Seals getting 1. They left out Roach of the team that played in the first test. So the 11 for this match is Brathwaite, Louis, Carty, Athanaze, Hodge, Older, Da Silva, and Roach has come out as we watch this ball from Seals over the wicket now, and he didn't go through, he just abort his run up and mapped his ball. Just looking down there, but I think something came in his eye. So there was no, it's just something that came in his eye. So there's no damage done. So the match you're seeing behind me is an under 15 match between Manchester and Clarendon. And so the score is 73 for 4. So just giving you the team because I know persons are joining all the time. The West Indies 11 is Brathwaite, Louis, Carty, Athanaze, Hodge, Older, Da Silva, Shamar, Joseph, Warrican, Motie, and Seals, who comes in over the wicket, bowls to Bedingham, who shapes a drive. It comes off the inner portion of the bat and goes to the man at mid-on, and there is no run. The score remains at 73 for 4. South Africa winning the toss and batting. Is it the champion is asking, is it me or the captain can't win a toss? It's that's very interesting. You know, and I was even saying it the other day that in the World Cup, the toss, the important toss, we just seem not to win them. But anyhow, we have got no 4 wickets. Let's watch as Seals makes his way now. He's bowling to Bedingham. He's up over the wicket, bowls to Bedingham, and Bedingham plays this to them and at cover, and there is no run. So I'm going to give you the feel here. There are 3 slips, a backward pointer, cover, mid-off, a mid-on, a mid-wicket, and a man on the long leg boundary. And this second slip is probably about 2-3 meters in front of the keeper. So the second slip is much shorter. Gudakesh Motie yet to bowl in this match. He's warming up now, so probably his spell is not very far away. As Seals begins to move in now, he's bowling to Bedingham. The South African number 5. He's on 24. Bowls to Bedingham, and Bedingham allows that one to go through outside the off stump, and there is no run. So at the end of over number 28, South Africa winning the toss and choosing to bat are 73 for 4. Bedingham is on 24. Veroni is on 5. The batsmen out so far is Markham, Desarzi, Stubbs, and Bavuma have all gone. And Shamar Joseph will continue the bowling from the commentary box. And as you heard the clapping in the background from the cricket that is going on in the background, just reminding you all the time, if you're just joining, if you're listening and not really watching the cricket, then The cricket in the background is the Jamaica All-Ireland Cricket Association under 15 competition, and this match is being played at the Mayday High School between Manchester Parish and Clarendon Parish. So let's watch the field for Joseph. There are 4 slips, with the 3rd slip well advanced. There's a backward point and a mid-off, a mid-on and a mid-wicket and a long leg. Comes in bowl outside the off stump to Vernier. Wide delivery, cuts at it. It got the bottom edge. It beats the slip. They're gone for 1. Warrican gave chase. They will second on 1. So Vernier goes up to 6. Bedingham is on 24. He comes into strike. So Bedingham comes into strike with the score on 74 for 4. So that was a wide delivery by Joseph. Really a bad delivery. And you can see that this pitch is keeping low already. And probably South Africa winning the toss was the right decision, but they are in a spot of bother here at 74 for 4. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Vern, come back sharply, loud appeal, probably too high, maybe height there. Let's see, but this is going to be very interesting that it came back sharply. I think there could be height, but with 3 review in the bag, burn 1. I don't have a problem burning 1. Cut 3 reviews in the bag, 4 wickets already down. I do not have a problem burning 1. So this is going to be very, very interesting. You know, as you see, I'm standing up and doing this watch along today. It's going to be very, very interesting. So let's, as we wait for the DRS to come up, we'll just read what Stephen Roach is saying. In the England Test Series, we seem to be relying on seals. So let's watch this delivery. Back off a length, came back in sharply. It's probably tighter than I thought. Maybe height is the issue. Was it the back pad or the front pad? It's going to be very interesting. It's the back pad. Probably height is the issue, but this is going to be very close. So let's watch ball tracking. There's certainly no bat onto that one. The bat was far away from it. The ball was far away from the bat. So there was certainly no bat. But maybe height is the issue. Just maybe. It's going to be very interesting here to see what happened. I don't think we're necessarily relying on seals alone in South Africa, Stephen Roach, but he happened to get the wicket. Here's ball tracking. Come, let's watch it. Oh, umpire's call. Umpire's call. Well, I can understand that because that was definitely, I had my doubt about the height, so I can understand the umpire choosing not to give that one. Give that one out, but that one nipped back, and there's a wry smile on Joseph's face. So Stephen Roach is saying that please get the under 15 players into the test side. They seem to have a better technique than Kirk Mackenzie and Brathwaite. Stephen Roach, not easy at all. At all. Yes, so they got a wicket. That one is out. And this is played away down to mid wicket by Bedingham, and it's 4 runs. You know, I was watching the under 15 match. I didn't saw the shot, but that went into the boundary. Let's see what the replay is. So, Shamar Joseph was clipped off his hip down to the mid-wicket boundary before. Not a bad delivery, but probably too straight by Shamar Joseph there, and it was clipped away down to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. So Bedingham moves up now to 28, and Vernier is on 6. South Africa 78 for 4. When over number 29, it is being bowled by Shamar Joseph. Let's watch the hero from Australia playing his first test match on home side. Over the wicket, ball to Bedingham, and Bedingham drive off the inside edge onto his body out into the offside, and there is no run. So Manchester getting a wicket there. So Clarendon losing another wicket. How many wickets Clarendon lost now? How many wickets? How many are you out? 6. Okay. So that's the 6th wicket. The 6th wicket going down for Clarendon under 15 boys. So let's watch Joseph now as he comes into Bedingham, who is on 28. The captain clapping away. Bedingham second. It's good to be watching 2 games at the same time. Over the wicket, balls to Bedingham. That one comes back in sharply to him. He plays it out to mid wicket, and there is no run. The score remains at 78 for 4. Yes, man, it's a good thing to be watching 2 games at the same time. Good afternoon, Athena. Welcome. Glad that you are here. So, you know, South Africa have lost 4 wickets. The batsmen yet to bat are Mulder, Pete, Maharaj, Rabada, and Berger. Those are the batsmen yet to bat. Mulder, Pete, Maharaj, Rabada, and Berger. Shamar Joseph ball to Benham. He drives, cloud appeal, Benham goes. Shamar Joseph gets another wicket. So that was pitched up, Benham into the drive, caught behind, nicked off, and so South Africa have lost their 5th wicket with the score on 78. They are now 78 for 5. Benham goes caught by Joshua da Silva off the bowling of Shamar Joseph for 28. Good bowling here by Shamar Joseph. That was pitched up. It leaves him a little. He went into the drive, nicked off, through to the keeper, and the celebration, that familiar celebration of Shamar Joseph comes out. And it looks like, also on the field, it looks like Clarendon have lost another wicket. So yes, so Manchester have picked up another wicket there. So wickets are falling left, right, and center here. Really, really happy occasion here now. So Mulder is the new batsman. Thank you, Lemmy John. Thank you, Lemmy John. Is it me or is it Shamar Joseph? Well, thank you very much. You know, so it's a very good feeling here. Shamar Joseph picked up his 3rd wicket, and South Africa are 78 for 5 after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. And the new batsman is William Mulder. So Shamar Joseph now 9 overs, 2 maiden, 3 for 27. 9 overs, 3 maidens, 3 for 27. It seems so. The new batsman, Mulder, is not going to stake strike right away, as it was the last delivery of the over. So Vernie will continue on strike. He will continue on strike. So it's lunch. It's lunch in the match? Okay, it's lunch. So that match is lunch. So it's lunch in that match. So we'll just come to me then. So yes, so we are at lunch in that match. I seem very bright, but it's a stand-up watch-along today. It's not a sit-down watch-along. Seals bowl to Vernie, who plays it down the onside of the pitch, and there is no run. The score remains at 78 for 5. Who top score? Oh, okay. You want to come and have a word with me, young man? Yes, as Vernie is on 6. Mulder is yet to score. We're going to watch Seals now. Comes in. So, you know, it's a very sparsely populated Providence Stadium in Guyana. Seals now. Over the wicket, bowls to Vernie outside the off stump, and he drives through the gap in the offside down to the boundary for 4. You coming? Yeah, man. Come and have a few. No, man, we just have a few words about your innings. I'm not going to ask you any question, hard question, man. I'm sure the persons would like to see your face, man. So, yes, man. So I have a mic here for you, man. Yeah, yes, man. So the score remains 82 for 5. Vernie is on 10. As we watch now, as Vernie Seckers, Seals comes over the wicket, ball to Vernie off the back foot, and he cuts this away, down to the boundary for 4. So that was getting a little width there, and he just cuts it away, down to the boundary for 4. He moves up to 14, and so West Indies move up. South Africa, sorry about that. South Africa batting, they have moved up now to 86 for 5. So just a little width there by. Just a little bit by Seals, and Vernie at the top of the bunks, cutting it away down to the boundary for 4. Now, come on, you don't have to do that, man. 86 for 5. 3 delivers to come in the overs. We watch now as we watch, he comes in now, he Seckers. That's Vernie. So Seals to bowl, 86 for 5. He comes in bowl to Vernie, short. He pulls it away, down to the man at backward square leg, and they go through for a single. 87 for 5 now, South Africa, winning the toss and batting first. So really good bowling by Shamar Joseph, and it's just a pity that there are not more persons at. Come now. It's just a pity that there's not more persons, you know.
Sir?
Yes, man. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Deshaun Smith.
Okay, so we're gonna watch this ball by Seals, and then I come to you, right? So let us watch this ball from Seals. Seals, four slips as he comes in over the wicket, ball to Mulder, and Mulder plays this into the covers, and there's no run. What do you think about that delivery? From
That delivery was a good delivery, outswing.
And do you think the batsman played it well?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you think he played the right shot?
Yes.
Okay. So one more delivery to come in the over, right? And then we ask you about your batting today. So we're going to look at it. Mulder is facing up to Seals. So South Africa, they won the toss and they are 87 for 5. 87 for 5. What do you think? So let's watch now as Mulder second Seals ball to Mulder, and it seems so will beat their side. It is another wicket. Yes, he nicked off, and Mulder goes for ducks. South Africa now 87 for 6, and they're in big trouble at 87 for 6. That was a lovely delivery. Please describe that delivery to your audience. They are watching it, over 160 person watching you. Go ahead, describe it to your audience.
That was a brilliant delivery. Swinging to the right hand, peel off to the keeper. Brilliant bowling.
Brilliant bowling. Yes, and what do you think about West Indies' position in the match? South Africa 87 for 6.
87 for brilliant. They stayed well in the match. Could win it.
Could win it.
Yes,
I think that West Indies definitely on top at 87 for 6. But then tell us about your innings. Tell us about your innings. You're what? On 38 not out?
35.
35 not out. Yeah. What position you batted?
4.
You're the captain for the team?
Yes, sir.
You also represent Jamaica at the under 15 level?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell us about your innings.
Well, I just go out there and did what my coach said. Just go out there and play straight. Get working and move around. Don't get lazy.
Yes.
That's basically it.
I saw that Hall also play under 15 cricket for Jamaica. But it seems at times you want to take on all just to prove a point. Is that so?
No, sir. It's not because it's that so. It's because the ball turning into me big and he's pitching on leg stump. So I just go with him to the leg.
Go with him to the leg. So how many is your team now? How many is Clarendon? I don't quite know this.
Checking, sir, because I just come off the field and
so yes. Okay. So do you think you have enough score to win this match?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. If you at any time you want to come and join and talk to the persons in the community, you are always welcome. Have a great day, man, and all the best. Good. All right. So, what's your name again?
Deshaun.
Okay. So there is it. We have it from Deshaun Smith. He's a captain of the Clarendon under 15 team. As we watch Shamar Joseph, who just aborted his run up as he was coming in to Vern. So this is very, very good from the West Indies now. 87 for 6, South Africa, after winning the toss and decided to bat. Stephen Roach saying that, I tell you, Mr. Brown, you see how we are relying on one player again? Shamar Joseph, no, it's not relying on one player at all. Joseph bowls to drop that second slip. So was into the drive, Verney peeled off, and he was dropped that second slip. Kavem Hodge again dropping another catch. So Vern was onto the front foot looking to drive. It peels off and went to Hodge, and he dropped the chance. South Africa 88 for 6. So that was pitched up by Shamar Joseph. Vern into the drive and Hodge flooring the catch. Wow, that was a bad miss. Or did it probably just drop short of him? Was I probably too harsh on him? It probably just dropped short. Watch now as Joseph to Maharaj, and Maharaj flashes at one outside the off stump, go through to the keeper, and there is no run. I don't agree with you, Stephen Roach. We're not really relying on one bowler. No, one bowler is getting the wicket, but C's got 2. Shamar Joseph got 3. We are not really relying. No, Stephen Roach, you always put a lot of good comments in the chat, but I think that you're a little off on this one. I said Stephen Roach, like the Jamaican Patriots, Mr. Brown. Thank you very much. As Joseph over the wicket, 4 slips goes down, bowled to Maharaj is bowled. Maraj, bowled by Joseph, and South Africa have lost their 7th wicket now. Lovely delivery by Shamar Joseph, just coming in back, and that knocked back the middle stump. And so Shamar Joseph now picked up wicket, now his 4th wicket. And at this stage, South Africa are 86 for 7. That was a lovely delivery by Shamar Joseph. It came back and knocked back the middle stump of Shamar Joseph. Okay, so this is one of the umpires just stopping by. You never realized that he was live, So this is one of the umpires. So, Mr. Robinson, how you doing, man? Having a good game out there? Okay, good. What's the score? Okay, 90 for 7. Okay, yeah, thank you very much. So, South Africa in a spot of bother here. They're 88 for 7. That was a lovely delivery by Shamar Joseph. In Guyana, we would say SJ kick, stand up, but it's very unfortunate that there's no crowd really watching this match. Just a sputtering of spectators, and with all the comments that coming through, and for especially the Guyanese, we would hope that they would have been turning out in their droves to watch this match, especially that both Shamar Joseph and Gudakesh Motie are both playing. And Stephen Roach is saying, Shamar Joseph again. What me tell you, Stephen Roach, all of these bowlers are bowling well, Stephen Roach. It just so happened that Shamar is getting 4, and Stephen Roach, don't go down there. Please don't go down there. Last week you were very good. You were very, very good with your comments. Very, very good with your comments. So let's watch as Shamar comes in now to Rabada, and Rabada defends into the offside, and there is no run. So no, you don't have to be peeping. You can stand up and watch, man. You can stand up and watch. There's nothing wrong, man. So there are persons cheering in the stand as South Africa 88 for 7. So these are some of the youngsters on the Clarendon team. They are watching the cricket. They are watching the cricket here with me. You want to give your comments? You want me to turn on that mic and you give your comments? You're not in that, eh? No problem. Joseph round the wicket, bowls to Rabada, and Rabada defends down to mid-on, and there is no run. The score remains at 88 for 7. One delivery to coming over number 31. Rabada yet to score. Vernon, the wicket keeper, is on 16. Reminding you all the time that South Africa won the toss and decided to bat. And are at this stage, just after lunch on the opening day, they are 88 for 7. They went to lunch at 64 for 4, and since lunch they have lost 3 wickets for 24 runs. 3 slips goes on as Shamar Joseph round the wicket to Rabada, and he plays it down to mid-off, and there's no. Mr. Davis, you want to take the mic and describe a few deliveries for me, sir? Mr. Davis, you get there's lunch 88 for 7. So after the over, 88 for 7. Well, you want to have your lunch first, Mr. Davis. I know that you want to have your lunch first. You have to. Yeah. No, Mr. Davis is a very, very, very good man. Mr. Davis, Shamar Joseph have gotten 4 wickets so far, Mr. Davis. But this gentleman, Stephen Roach, is saying that West Indies is relying on one player to get the wicket, Shamar Joseph. That is not necessarily true, so that's the nature of the game.
Is he talking about this game or generally? Because Shamar didn't play in the last match.
I think he's talking about this game.
Okay, so is it that Shamar is bowling from one end, both ends, or is it just one end? Jayden seems to do well in the previous match, and he's bowling quite well.
Yeah.
So and he has gotten 2 wickets. So I don't think they're depending on one person at all.
Yeah.
It's a team effort so far. Mm-hmm. And if you notice this morning, they bowled quite well in terms of their plans. Towards near the lunchtime, they kind of went up a little. Yeah. But generally speaking, they have bowled well to their plans and they have reaped the rewards. And you only show that when West Indies play well, they do well. And just the confidence, and I am happy for what I'm seeing, but of course we have to wait and see, because the consistency is part of the problem that West Indies has, and concentration. But I'm proud of what is happening now, and we hope that they will just wrap up the table, because it was South Africa is playing one batsman short.
Yeah. So Seals bowls to Vern and he whips this through mid wicket. They're gone for one. They will come back for two. It goes very close to the boundary, probably 10 meters within the boundary, and they come back for two. Over to you, Mr. Davis.
Okay, thank you very much. So the score move up to it's 90 for 7. 90 for 7 at this time. So we're hoping to get them up before 100. That would be great. But we see the groundsmen are not sure why they're standing by, if there's some clothes or something that they're looking together, and they're standing, pointing. But at this time, the score is 90 for 7. And West Indies, after lunch, they've taken 3 quick wickets. And we hope
26.
Yes, 26 runs, 3 wickets after lunch. I don't know what they had for lunch, but it certainly helped.
Okay, so that one was defended out into the offside by Vern, and there is no run. Mr. Davis, I know you need to go and have your lunch because you are scoring in this game. So we look forward to talk to you another time, sir. And thank you very much. It's a pleasure, sir. Yeah, respect, Mr. Davis. So that's Mr. Davis. He's a scorer. He's a loyal cricket fan, the man who introduced cricket to the Turks and Caicos Island. That's the gentleman that you just saw there just now. He introduced cricket to the Turks and Caicos Island. So, as we, yes, wow, Joseph is on fire. Seals bowl short, taken on the body. Vern in trouble here. So that was a short delivery, and it is taken on the body. The bat fell from his hand as he just rock it out. He just trying to just shake his shoulder, and it's a 90 for 7. Vern is an 18. Rabada yet to score. So that was short. He leaves it alone. Took it on his body. The ball lobbed out into the offside. The bat fell from his hand. The score remains at 90 for 4. So both batsmen are working up some steam here, and Seals having a lot to say. Does he bat like the Black Bradman? Okay. So Vern is ready now. He's getting ready to face up to Seals. So there are 4 slips, 3 slips. As I said, the second slip is much forward. So there's 3 slip, a backward point of cover, and the middle for middle on, and a man on the long leg boundary. Seals over the wicket, ball to Vern, and he pulls this away down to that man on the long leg boundary. On the bunks, about 3 bunks, he field sends the return into the keeper, and the score is 91 for 7. So Rabada comes into strike. Vern now moves up to 19. So we're over number 32. So reminding you, the batsman out for South Africa, Markram. Well, the first to go was Tony Desari, bowled by Seals for 1. Then Markram for 14, Temba Vavuma for Doc Stubbs for 26. And after lunch, David Benningham went for 28. Verney still there, not out on 19. Mulder went for Ducks, and Maharaj for Ducks. Seals round the wicket, bowl to the left, and the Rabada taken on the pad going down the leg side, and there is no run. The score remains at 91 for 7. As Mr. Davis said, it's a good start from the West Indies, but we have not yet batted on this pitch, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happened at the end of over number 32. South Africa, after winning the toss and decided to bat, are 91 for 7. Kiba Sabeli said, Doctor, I like what I'm seeing, but remember, we have to bat on the same wicket. Well, that's the point I was just making. Yes, and we have a British batting lineup. So, so we have to bat on the same wicket, but I definitely love what we're seeing here. Absolutely love that we're seeing here. Yes, Glenn Campbell, how you doing, man? Glad to have you. It's glad to have you here, man. You were in Jamaica. We should have met up, but unfortunately, things never work out. But I hope you are back safely in Missouri. But it was good that you are here. We appreciate you here. Another time, we'll definitely make up. Joseph bowls down the leg side to Vern, and he clipped this away down to that man at backward square leg for a single. The score moves up to 92 for 7 in over number 33. So Joseph and Seals, really getting among the wickets for the West Indies as Shamar Joseph in his 11th over now, 2 maidens, 4 for 28, and Jayden Seals, 9 overs, 2 maiden, 2 for 31. There are 4 slips, backward point, a cover, a mid-on and a mid-wicket. 4 slips, backward point, a cover, mid-on and a mid-wicket, and a man on the backward square leg boundary. Shamar Joseph round the wicket to Rabada is in, ball to Rabada, and Rabada defends down the onside of the pitch to the man at mid-on, and there is no run. The score remains 92 for 7. South Africa winning the toss and deciding to bat. So glad to see you live, Sir Brown, but you always have inside knowledge. Tell me why Jason Older was given the new ball today. I will. There's a lot of cricket experts here, and I'll probably ask one of them ask them if they agree with the decision to give Jason Older the new ball today. One of you gentlemen want to come and answer that for me? I really would like. As Shamar Joseph round the wicket, ball to Rabada outside the off stump, through to the keeper, and there is no run. The score remains at 92 for 7. Very, very interesting question. So, sir, would you like, when you finish eating, would you like to come and react to that comment from Glenn Campbell, who's asking why was Jason Older giving the new ball ahead of Shamar and Seals with Roach not playing? If you're what? Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, let's watch Shamar Joseph from the wicket now, ball to Rabada outside the Aston. They allows it to go through, and there is no run. I say, okay. So the score remains at this stage 92 for 7. 92 for 7. Shamar Joseph now and that's probably a better grouping than what we saw in England. It could still be better, but you see that we have 50% of the deliveries in that right area, so that is good. Joseph round the wicket, 4 slips go down, ball to Rabada again, too wide. Rabada allows it to go through. The score remains at 92 for 7. So that was much better than what we saw in England. At least 50% of the deliveries are pitching in that good back of the length area, and that was very good by the West Indies. Probably Shamar Joseph just need to get a little closer to the stump there. Get a little closer to the stump. So Glenn Campbell is saying, so South Africa level the playing field like West Indies. They also playing one batsman short. As Joseph round the wicket, balls to Rabada down the leg side, wayward by Joseph. This is not a good over from him. He's probably get anxious. He probably want to get 5 wickets on his own patch, but he didn't attack the stump much in that over at all. I was not impressed with that over by Joseph. So 11 overs, 2 maiden, 4 for 29, and Seals 9 over, 2 maiden, 2 for 31. Jason Older 8 overs, 2 maiden, 1 for 21. Warrican yet to get a wicket. Motie has not bowled so far. May not talk about the South African score yet, but if the West Indies cannot get a lead after the South African first innings, then we are doing bad. Okay. Robin Sekoda, good to have you here, man. Nice to have you here. You are always here with us, man. We appreciate it that you are always here, and say, greetings, my bro. Greetings to you too. Seals bowl to Verne, who drives to the man at cover, and there is no run. So, man, Connie saying, time for some toe crusher, guys. Yes, so, I just think that in that over just now, that what you say now, Shamar Joseph didn't quite attack the stump as much as would have liked in that over. Would have loved to see him. He was too wide and he was down the leg side. Nonetheless, he has been bowling well. But that particular over, it's all about separating things. We are talking about that particular over. We're not talking about his overall bowling. We operate at high standard here. Vernon Seckers sees over the wicket, bowls to him short outside the off stump. He guides it away down to that man on the backward point boundary for a single. The score will now move up to 93 for 7. Vernon will move on to 21. Rabada yet to score. He comes into strike. So Rabada comes into strike. The score 93 for 7. So Jamor Small, welcome, man. Good afternoon. So South Africa, no man, I don't. Do you think that 93 for 7 is a good score on this pitch? So let's watch though as Seals comes in round the wicket to Rabada, and Rabada is bowled. That is what I'm telling you about. Ball, attack me stump, the off stump, knock back. And so South Africa have lost their 8th wicket. Rabada going bowled by Jayden Seals. 93 for 8. Seals picking up his 3rd wicket. So that was pitched up between bat and pad, middle stump knocked out of the ground as Rabada pushed forward to that one, and it came back through the gate and knocked back the middle stump. And so West Indies picking up yet again another wicket. South Africa 93 for 8. So he's saying that it seems when Joseph bowls a little fuller, he is dangerous. Thank you for that observation, Eso. Thank you. Malcolm P saying Vernie cannot play short pitch balls. Alzari would. Well, Malcolm P, you know I'm not going to read that comment. We have to support those that are in the playing 11. Good to see, but from now we all can see West Indies needs to bat well in the first innings because they will be batting last and it could be very tricky afterward. It could be very tricky. And so Christopher Bristol is saying the great Shamar time to break bones with ball. So that was a good delivery. That was a good delivery from Jayden Seals as it came back between bat and pad. The batsman Rabada pushing at it and his middle stump knocked back. So Dean the man is saying bowled on. Yes, he was absolutely bowled on. It was a good delivery there. Envoy, you're from South Africa, man. You must be feeling very hurt at this time, you know, as West Indies is running through this innings. Let's watch Shamar Joseph. To the new batsman Pete over the wicket, bowls to Pete, and Pete defends in the onside, and there is no run. Just a little jerky there as he played that one into the onside. So the score 93 for 8. South Africa winning the toss and deciding to bat. Vernie, the wicket keeper, he's on 21. So let's watch the field. There are 4 slips, with the second slip, the third slip very much forward. There's a backward point to mid-off, a mid-on, a mid-wicket, and a man halfway towards the long leg boundary. It's not quite back on the boundary. It's probably 15 meters in. Seals turns at the top of his mark. He's now going to move in. Passes the umpire and bowl to Pete, and that's a perlite leaves him. It touched down about 4th stump and then go further away. The batsman squared up as it goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. Lovely bowling here by the West Indies, Jayden Seals and Shamar Joseph. Look at that ball go. It was a beauty.
Yes.
Wasn't it a
Yeah, yes.
Yes, it was a beauty. Can you bowl any like those?
No, not a pace. No.
Yeah, what, a batsman? How many you made today?
19.
19? You hit 24?
Yes, and 6.
You thought it was 6? Yeah, yes. What do you think you did wrong today when you got out?
I think I shouldn't try to go over cover with it because it was coming into me.
Okay. So Seals over the wicket, ball to Pete. He tried to york him there. The batsman dug it out, probably just a low full toss instead of the crush to Yorker. The batsman survived, and after 34 overs, South Africa winning the toss and decided to bat. They are 93 for 8. So Stephen Roach is saying, do you think South Africa underestimated the West Indies by having a shorter batting lineup? I don't think so. I think what happened in the first test, there were a lot of complaint that South Africa lacked firepower in their bowling, and if probably they had another bowler. Did you watch the first test? Or you don't follow test cricket? But you need to follow test cricket if you're going to. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I won't put you on the spot. So in the first match, there was a lot of thought that South Africa lacked the fire and power. It was only Rabada and Mara that was bowling well, and if they had more bowling, then the West Indies would have probably have won that match. So I'm not surprised that they have gone in with the extra bowler. Shamar Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Vern, who plays that down to mid-on, and there is no run. So there's 4 slip, a backward point, a cover, mid-on, a mid-wicket, and a man on the long leg boundary. That's the field for Shamar Joseph as he bowls over the wicket to Vern. And Jamor Small is saying that I know this is a tricky pitch. The West Indies have the advantage of playing on their home side. But I think this is the 3rd test match that is playing at the Providence Stadium in probably 20 years as Shamar Joseph again turns. What do you think of Shamar Joseph bowling? I'll come to you after this delivery. Bowls to Vern outside the off stump, leaves alone, through to the keeper, and there is no run. That young man, what do you think about Shamar Joseph?
I think he bowled good. Yeah.
Is he bowling fast?
Yeah.
So you're impressed with him?
Yeah.
What do you think?
He's pitching on a good length.
He's pitching on a good length.
Yes.
Yeah, you love the era that he's pitching in. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You know, okay. So as a 93 for 8. Vern is on 21 as he comes up. Bowl to Vern, and that's when he just covers up and plays it out into the offside, and there is no run. That one seemed to come back. It didn't go away as the others. Did it look like that way to you that it came back? It still go away, or it's held its line? That one seemed to come back. Well, they're probably not going to show the replay because the batsman just played. And so, Ayman Khan say no tail-end batter should get any delivery to leave alone. Attack the stump. Well, I'm sure they'd want to do that, but remember, they're not robot, but they're going to try and do that. Joseph over the wickets, ball to Vern, wide delivery outside the off stump. Poor from Joseph there, and so it goes through to the keeper. That Silva have to dive, and he took it in front of the second slip. The score remains at 93 for 8. Pete yet to score. Vern is on 21. So Shamar Joseph, this is his 12th over. 2 made, 4 for 29 so far. Two deliveries to come. As Vern, the South African wicketkeeper here, trying to rescue his team. He has got 21 so far from the 93 that they have made. Joseph over the wicket, ball to Vern. Nice tight delivery on mid and off. He plays it to the man at mid on, and there is no run. Another good delivery. Okay, another good delivery.
Yes, good indeed.
Yes. So, but one wayward followed by a nice delivery. That's the hero that he needs to be hitting more often. Yeah?
Yes.
That's the year that he needs to be hitting more often. So there are 3 slips. You agree with the decision to take out the 4th slip and put him in the cover? You agree with that? Yeah, but what about that? Having the 4th slip and leaving the gap there, let him want to drive through the gap and nick him off. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Vern, and he cuts away, but mistimed the cut, and it goes to the man at backward point, and there is no run at the end of over number 35. South Africa winning the toss and deciding to bat are 93 for 8. 93 for 8 after winning the toss and decided to bat. Robin Sekoda is saying that we have to keep the pressure on. No letting up. Yes, I agree with you 100%. Yes, indeed. Envoy said, wake up to see an absolute beauty of a batting performance. Boy. Okay, Envoy joining us from South Africa there. Mikyle Douglas, how are you doing? Thank you for that update. So Mikyle Douglas is telling us that the last time that West Indies played a match at Providence was in 2011 versus Pakistan. That's a very, very long time ago. This is a 3rd test match that has been played here. West Indies have won 1 and they have lost 1. They have lost 1. So this is a 3rd test match that is playing here. Seals will continue. Seals comes in a ball to Pete, and Pete is beaten outside the off stump, and there is no run. How are you doing, sir? No disrespect, but could you turn on music for me? Copyright issue. Okay. Sorry about that. We'll come back as Seals comes in now. Ball to Pete is halfway there. Up ball to Pete, and Pete displays this one out into the offside, and there is no run. The score remains 93 for 8. 93 for 8. Pete and Veronine is on 21, and Pete is on 93. He's a north. You want to give us an over after this, Mr. Davis? I know you're good at it, you know, sir. Yeah. It's a there's a mic. You can just turn it on. Yeah. It's good. Since it's 7 minutes to leave, Mr. Davis, you finish this over, sir, because you need to go and score.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Brown. And as you see, the score is 93 for 8, and that's South Africa. And it's Seals who will be bowling to Pete, and he's getting ready. I'm kind of playing around a little bit as Seals goes back to his mark slowly. And we wait as the batsman begin to settle in. And Seals is about to turn now. And he is coming in, top of his mark now. He comes up. He passes the umpire balls. Outside there, some good delivery, bouncing appreciably, going over the shoulders, and the batsman allows it to go to the keeper. There is no run. The score remains on 93 for 8. 93 for 8. Day 1. West Indies versus South Africa. And you can see they're getting good bounce there above the head of the batsman. That was a very good delivery. And it's 93 for 8 here. And the current run rate doesn't matter too much in this game. It's 2.61. And 4 deliveries completed, and we're going in the 5th delivery now. And it is Jayden Seals coming in, passing umpire balls. And it's a good delivery, cuts in the sun, plays down towards third man, going towards the boundary with the batsman. And it's 4 runs. 4 runs going through third man. I don't think he was in full control, but it's 4 runs, and the score moves on to 97 for 8. And you could see the outside the off stump, and the batsman got to open the face and runs it down to third man for 4. It was a good shot, and the score moves up to 97 for 8. And you see Holder talking to Seals, giving him some old man advice and encouraging him. We have one delivery to go for the over. And the West Indies, you can see shaking his head. He wasn't pleased with himself because he had a good delivery before that one, and he should have followed up with a better delivery. But it was too hard outside the stump, and it did not bounce as much as the previous delivery. And it seems like the pitch might be a little bit too pace as Seals comes now, begins to bustle in up towards the umpire balls, and it's a delivery straight to delivery, straight towards left side, play and field forward short leg, the end of the over, and at the end of the over, it is 97 for 8. South Africa, if you remember, they won the toss, elected to bat, and they're in early trouble, 97 for 8. And that's the latest score here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Davis. It's always a pleasure, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. So what's the score in this match, Mr. Davis? 96 for 7. Okay. So 96 for 7. Clarendon in the match. Clarendon batting and are 96 for 7. So David Jackson, how are you doing? You said that good bowling so far from the West Indies. Would be nice if you don't finish there, so you, in essence, saying tailenders tend to follow the deliveries, so it can bring the slips into play. Yes, and for our good friend from South Africa, our batting scorecard looks like, yes, a phone number. Indeed, yes, your batting scorecard. As let's watch Shamar Joseph over the wicket now. Bowls to Verney and bowled. That's his fifer. Verney goes bowled by Shamar Joseph. And what a delivery from him. Not back the middle stump. And so they are 97 for 9 now. Shamar Joseph picking up a fifer on home side. What a day for the young man. He came home and he picked up a fifer. It could not be better for Shamar Joseph. That one was pitched up and right through the bottom pad, and Verney goes bowled by Shamar Joseph. Is 5 for 29 from 12.1 overs. There's jubilation, absolute jubilation at the Providence Stadium in Guyana. The picking up his fifth wicket and they are 97 for 9. Oh, well bowled by Shamar Joseph. 97 for 9. Veroni gone, bowled by Shamar Joseph. This is the Shamar Joseph we know. This is the Shamar Joseph that I saw in South Africa. He's now bowling very well. I think he's getting very close back to his very best. And yes, so you, Ines, is saying you seem to be enjoying the outside. I hope your feet can stand the pressure. Yes, man, it's good. Oh, we're just about a hour. I've been standing for just about a hour, and as you say that, you know, I can go for much longer. You know, I call my wife always saying why I can stand up so long. You know, so I can go for much longer. You know. So that was lovely from Shamar Joseph. SO is saying that bowl him around his legs. That's all you do. Put the ball on the wicket and pitch it up to Tailenders. Was it Vernie or was it Peter? I'm almost sure that it was Vernie that he knocked back his stump just now. I'm almost sure it was Vernie that he knocked back his stump. Vernie should not, never in no way considered to be a tail ender. He has been struggling with the bat, of course, in recent times. I think his highest score in his last 10 innings was something like 39. So he's definitely struggling with the bat. So they are at the drinks break here. Yes, Yusa Innes, yes, congratulations to Shamar Joseph. 5, you know, Stephen Roach is saying, what me say, Mr. Brown, about one bowler in Shamar Joseph performing. Next test match, it will be another West Indies bowler standing up. You are way off point today, Stephen Roach. Way off point. You're not showing an understanding of what is going on. Way off point today. Impressive spell by Joseph. Loving this. Yes, indeed, Dominic Johnson. Really good from Joseph. Carlton, brilliant performance from the gem. Yes, absolutely. Brilliant performance. We're getting ready to start. We're getting ready to start again in the under 15 match. So 19 overs have been bowled. You know, what is going to happen with 9 wickets down, and I really want to join you for the start of the West Indies batting innings. I am now going to take my leave and rejoin you for the start of the West Indies batting innings. So I'm going to get something to eat, refresh, and join you for the start of the West Indies batting innings. So take care until then. I'll see you in a bit. Have a good